Lesson again. It's a Friday night. Finally, it's Friday. And I hope you don't have work to do on the weekend. Will you take a rest on the weekend, sir?
Yeah, I have no plan to work. Work.
That's good. Yeah. Any plans to, well, do you have plans to spend time with family or do you have any plans? What are you going to do on the weekend?
Yeah, I already know you asked that. You asked that. Um,
Hmm.
Last Wednesday I said that I changed my department.
Mm-mm, yes.
Yeah, so today it's announced officially today.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move my office next Friday. So I
Oh.
need so so that I need to stay this office 4 days, even though my my 뭐지? 아, my team would be changed. Would be changed.
Ah, so
Yeah.
your old team would also have new workers?
No, I have to stay the old team that I
Mm-mm.
have been work, uh, 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 which I have been in, have been working in.
Very good.
Yeah. So, so the human department said for 4 days I have to take over my job to other coworkers. But as you know, I already did. I already done about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I don't want to work at the old team. So I take a vacation next Monday and Tuesday.
Ah.
Yeah, suddenly I decided about that. So I had to make a plan. So first, I just
Mm.
uh, thought to that I let my wife go on a trip without kids or me because I can take my kids instead of my wife.
Mm. Mm.
But she, but actually she don't want that because I think she doesn't like to go on a trip alone.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
but this is my sudden decision.
Very good.
Yeah, so she can. I think was not. She is not gonna be able to find the friend who can go trip suddenly.
Mm-mm.
So, so I just say without any consideration.
Mm-mm.
Then can I go on a trip alone? So she just said yes, you can go. If you can go, uh, I yeah, she just said you can. I can go. So
Oh,
so I think this is not a actual allowment.
yeah, alonement. So this is not an actual trip alone.
Yeah, this is not how to say allowance.
Uh,
Hold on. Consent. How to say approve? It's better. Approve. Yeah, approval.
approval.
Yeah, approval. I think this is not her real approval. Just say say how to say it's a kind of kidding or it's a kind
uh,
of mm, I think it's about a loaded question.
You're right. That's right. It's like well, it it is a suggestion, but she um she just says okay, but there is something inside. There's something within that message. I mean, she might change her mind, or it's not really what she feels.
Yeah, I think so. But I just finding the flight schedule during she put our kids to the bed.
Okay.
Yeah, but nowadays the flight fee to Japan is very very cheap.
Oh,
Yeah, very very cheap, unbelievable.
unbelievably cheap.
Yeah, so that's so I can I think you cannot believe the 1 day trip P is just 20 US dollar.
20 US dollars
Yeah,
Really?
yes.
From Korea to Japan?
Yeah, yes.
Round trip.
Round trip for the round trip and including taxes and some
Yes.
fee for using the airport.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Then the amount of the fee is almost 100 US dollar.
Oh, just oh my goodness. 100 US dollar, that
Yeah,
would be
but
like 5,000 pesos. Very cheap.
very very cheap. Yeah, even though I go on the domestic trip, it's using train is more expensive.
Why do they
Yeah,
suddenly have that kind of cheap flight?
yeah. Even though it is not include the baggage, how to say baggage delivery service.
Mm-mm. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
even though
right.
I can take my backpack or my some
Mm.
baggage into the airplane inside, you know.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah, but even though it's cheap because of the issue of Korean and Japan. No.
No one wants to go there.
Yeah, I think many don't want to go there. So,
Ah, that's
yeah,
okay.
so flight companies should sell their ticket even their it's very cheap price.
Exactly. Oh, so are you going to go to Japan on your how long is that? 4-day holiday.
Uh, I don't think it is come true, but if I go there, my schedule would be 2 nights, 3 days, for Sunday to Tuesday.
That's right.
Yeah, it is very cheap and the schedule time is very good. It's departure at the lunch at 12 p.m.
Wow, 12
And
noon?
yeah, when the return flight schedule is departure from Japan to Korea at evening,
Wow.
7 p.m. Then it's only gonna get 1 or 2 hours to get the uh, goal, get the each mm,
Mm.
destination.
That's right. To reach each destination, it's just
Yeah,
gonna take a few hours.
yeah, few hours, so 1 to 2 hours only.
That's right. Oh my goodness. The okay, everything
Yeah,
is
it's
that's
very
every
yeah attractive to me. Cheap and flight schedule, everything is good. And even though there are few, I just heard there are few Koreans there. Yeah,
ah
a few.
a few Koreans trying to stop travelers or a
Yeah,
few Koreans working in there.
yeah. I just think it's a few, mm, just few people, not a few.
Uh few A few people, few people.
Yeah, few people. I'll say 거의 a little people, a few. Uh,
Yeah, a few people.
yeah, a few people was there. Few Koreans are there.
Really? What are they doing there? Are they stopping the travelers or what are
Uh,
they
I
what are
know
they
many
doing?
Korean people. The campaign don't go to Japan. Don't buy Japanese product. Don't eat
Ah,
Japanese food. Okay, you know. Yeah, that's.
until even today they're still doing that?
I think so. I think so. It's though it's not hot. It is. I think it's not hot than not hotter than before.
Yes.
Yeah, but still, some people uh avoid to go to trip Japan now.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, that's why the flight fee is very cheap. It's a good chance
So
to yeah the
does that
people like
mean
me who like Japan. And,
yes? That's right. People like you who don't have issues
yeah.
who, against Japan or who don't have bad feelings against Japan, you can definitely go there at a cheap price.
Yes, I can understand why does the people don't get this chance for the for a political issue that actually mm, uh, cannot affect to my real life.
Exactly, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, some people, I think some people are just too sensitive that they really want to support the whole country when they
yeah,
are fighting for their freedom.
yeah.
So,
They believe that is a kind of patriotism.
exactly,
Yeah, this
yes.
is
They are,
not a patriotism. It's not. I think so.
it's not right. They're doing it too much already.
Yeah, this is not help the our country's reach or be strong, getting strong.
That yeah, the economy or the yep, the condition or yep, the economy of Korea is not really getting strong or
Yeah,
it's not improving because of this issue.
yeah. The campaign is not helpful to our national interest.
Yes, that's right. Hmm.
Yeah, I think
But
so. Just yeah, I like our personal people enjoy
mm,
our life.
that's true. That's true. So, sir, are you going to enjoy it too? Did you already book a flight?
No, not yet, not yet. Just I have to ask my my wife about that many times repeatedly. Are you on, to be honest to you earlier? Can I go there? Can I go there? Can I there? But the one idea is to get approval easily is
Mm-mm.
to take my son to overseas travel because
Ah.
yeah if I take him on kids
Mm.
when I go on a trip
Mm-mm.
then I can get the approval easily but
Ah.
yeah but unfortunately my son doesn't have a passport.
Yet. Ah.
Oh, yeah, if I know before this issue happened, I I would prepare my children's passport. But I guess they have no opportunity to oversee in a
The
few
situation.
yeah within a near some year. How to say? Yeah, I guess that. But My son already grown enough to go overseas travel.
Mm,
So I think next year I plan to go with my children or family go on a trip to overseas.
that's right. Yes. When they are mature enough, when they have grown enough, and when they are able to appreciate the
Mm,
activities or the trip itself, if they are able to appreciate the trip, then you can definitely bring them there. But if they consider it just like if they consider the trip as a day with the family, just a day with the family, regardless of the place, they just want to have fun because they are with their family, then you can do it you can do it inside the city or within the cities of Korea.
yeah, this
So,
is more better, much better than go to
yeah,
overseas,
exactly.
economically or so,
That's
yeah.
right.
So yeah,
Yes.
that's why I didn't try. I haven't not tried going on trip overseas travel,
Mm.
but nowadays my big son have been interested in other countries. So I gave him a question to my son. Do
Mm.
you know what the Japanese?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just
Okay.
to ask that. So
Mm.
he answered, yeah, I know it is very bad. Oh my.
Oh.
Yeah, so bad. I think the kindergarten teachers um, thought about that. So I think it's not bad. It is so bad.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
true. Yes, we cannot control those circumstances
yeah,
when other people are so affected by their feelings that they share it to the children, they share it to the young people. So,
yes, yes. They cannot judge what is whether it's wrong or right. Yeah,
exactly.
but
That's right.
I think nowadays many teachers already biased their to their political let's say um, uh, mm, orientation political biased to their own political orientation.
Exactly. Yes. Political orientation, political beliefs.
Yes, it's much better. Political
Yes,
belief.
that's right.
Yeah,
So,
already
yeah.
biased, so I think that's that's too bad to teach about that to young people who cannot judge whether it's right or wrong.
Exactly. That's true. Very true. And so that's the thing, Sir Logan. If your son has that perception, and if your son is learning that at school, that means I think it is not practical to bring him abroad. It's not practical to bring him on a trip to Japan yet.
Yes, but if he go there, he think, wow, it's very good.
Exactly.
Mm,
That's right. If he has that maturity to understand what that place is, if he is mature enough to appreciate another country, then that's a perfect time you can bring him there.
yeah, so I want to my children or many Korean students to learn the strong point from
Mm.
Japan or other big countries like America or some other Europe countries. Yeah, because
Yes,
yeah, that makes my country um, become stronger.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah, we have to run, just not to blame.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Oh, that's very true. I hope that many people would listen to our conversation and would listen to your opinion. But I think these people have decided they don't want to settle things with Japan. They have bad feelings towards that country and they want to continue the fight or they want to continue the argument and it's going to go on. So,
Yeah, I really hate that. Why they want to fight? Our life have not enough time to enjoy good things. You know?
exactly.
Yeah, why they spend waste their time to fight with unless unnecessary reason to the private the yeah to personally people to person. Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
exactly.
I think I should watch only good thing. I think only good thing. I have to do
Ex-
good thing. Yeah, this is my goal, and this is yeah this is my goal.
That's true. Look on the positive side, look on the bright side, Sir Logan.
Yeah,
Don't
yes, yes,
mind
yes.
yeah, don't mind these people because they're just wasting so much energy, so much time on fighting for something that is not significant. So for you, sir, you have to ask your wife again if she allows or if she permits you. Then you
Then
can have a long holiday.
yeah, but then my wife should take care of my children alone. But I don't want to her to do that, so I
Mm.
just suggest that she go on a trip alone if she want. Then I can take my kids and then I can make I can make good memory or stuff with my children during my wife enjoy traveling.
But as you have said, she cannot think of anyone to bring, or she cannot think of a friend who can go with her to, who can go with her on a trip. So, but okay, I would like to know, Sir Logan, does she like to go on a trip?
I don't know exactly, but
Mm.
she have another plan in my house because nowadays she want to fix or some kind of interior in my house. Yeah,
Okay.
so she want to uh she want to ask the interior shop to paint our ceiling or the side. I think it is very expensive, but I are positive about that.
Oh, you
So
did?
I think that's why she suggested me to go on a trip. So if I'm not in my house, she
Mm.
want to do that, and she can do that freely. So
Right.
I think we need a deal.
Oh, I see. That's
Yeah, this is
why.
a kind of complex thing to us. It's very fun, you know.
It is.
Yes.
Ah, so
Yeah, so
okay.
instead of fixing our house, I think it's not necessary. Just for she want to make it looks good.
Mm.
Yeah, it is not broken, but just to make it looks better. So I don't want to
Yes.
do that. So instead of spending the money to that,
Mm.
you gonna trade using the money. This is my suggestion.
Oh,
Well,
that's right.
yeah, she didn't accept. So yeah, she said you go on a trip. So I just think that's she want to fix the or painting some interior to our house when I'm I'm not in a
Your
house.
house. Yes.
Yes.
She that's right. She wants to do some improvements. She wants to do some home improvements without you in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I need a discussion about that. We need a big deal.
Exactly. Oh, it's gonna be a big
Yeah,
thing.
it is probably nothing will happen during weekend. No one go on a trip. My house would be no change.
You're, that's right. You're all just going to stay at home.
Yes, yes. I don't know what is will be happen.
Oh, that's true. Well, but then you have a 4 day holiday including the weekend. So
Yes, right.
it's gonna take pretty long, well, not pretty long time, but it's gonna take a few days for you to take a rest. And that means if you're going to be on vacation leave until Tuesday, that means you only have 2 days in your old office until you'll be transferred to your new one.
Yes, correct, correct. So I needed to make a plan or devise the plan to
Hmm.
spend the 2 days without working. Yeah, even
It's
today I didn't working in my office just to uh, say just
mm,
to go around in my building to meet many
mm-mm.
my friends,
Hmm.
uh, drink or have some tea or coffee with talking. Just
With
said
coworkers.
my changings. Yeah.
And when the company or when your bosses or when your managers finally announce that you will be moved to another division, what did your coworkers say?
I think many coworkers already know about that, but my boss doesn't didn't announce it yet. Just the human resource department announced to me officially. So
Ah,
I just said my changing to coworkers who is close to me.
oh, right, right.
Yeah, they just
Mm.
very surprised. They were very surprised about it, and they are very jealous about this because
Exactly.
yeah, because as I mentioned, the new department looks very good, and
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
that's right. And well, I think it's gonna be a totally new working environment, and I am just lucky that I we will still be together even when you're going to be um reassigned, or even when you're going to be moving to another department, we will still be together. So we have a lot of time to talk about your new working place or your new workplace, and we have a lot of time to discuss um, a lot of things. But
Yes.
yeah, and aside from that, sir, we haven't discussed the phones that you have used.
Well,
Right.
I think this is enough fun. Just yeah.
But let's do that, and
If you have
let's have.
any questions about the phone or our company's products, such as television or some other
Exa-
laundry or other things, I can answer about that. The
I
quality,
know.
about the price, or some relation to competitors.
I know, right? You're the best person to answer these questions. That's why I have been waiting for that. But it's okay. I still have a lot of time with you, sir. And for
Yeah,
now,
welcome to your personal question.
exactly. A conversation buddy.
Okay,
I
okay.
like it. Well, Sir Logan, let's have more topics and more things to talk about next week. Have a wonderful, long holiday. Have a great
Yes,
holiday,
thank you.
sir.
See you next day. Next
See you on
time.
Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.